Swiping left on those who swiped right on you will place you higher up in the Tinder pile, leading to more potential matches or matches in general. Swiping right on someone who swiped right on you will get you that match, but you won't be shifted any higher up in the algorithm for more matches. This is one reason the average female profile has more matches than the average male profile. Men are more likely to accept as many matches as possible, as well as swipe right on most profiles. I'm here to tell you that rejecting Tinder matches actually gets you more matches. On Tinder, a lot of things come down to your swiping, aside from your photos and bio, but let's leave that for another time.
Well, first you got to set up your profile.
Oh, yeah, I've been working on that. I wrote several long paragraphs describing my interests, some pet peeves, choice of wine, couple of inspirational quotes, things I've learned from my cats.
No, none of that.
To show you how men stand on Tinder at any given moment, I have made this triangle to help you understand. First thing you would notice is that the bottom is very chunky. 42.7% end up in what I call purgatory, where not much happens. That is between 1 match and 25 matches. That is 42.7% of all guys on Tinder between 1 match and 25. Then there are the bottom feeders, which make up 27% of all guys on Tinder. These are based on polls that I have conducted over the last year or two. Straight away, this means 70% of all guys on Tinder have between 1 match and 100 matches. That's not much, especially if you have been on it for a few years. In the middle is the normal band, where guys are getting between 101 matches and 500 matches. This is a lot better, and that is 18.1% of guys. Then towards the top, there's the good section, which is where guys are getting between 501 matches and 2,500. This is 10.2%. It's a minority of guys on Tinder. And then there's the extreme, 2% who are getting more than 2,500 matches. This is all defined in a very simple way. It's based on respondents telling me how many matches they had at that given moment. So this is a pretty good indicator of how many matches guys have right now or over the last few months, and it's pretty consistent over time. Now think about which band you're in. Are you in the purgatory section? Are you a bottom feeder? Or are you pretty normal or a lot better than that? These are pretty extreme figures and are very scary to look at, especially if you're quite new to Tinder. Now this video is about how you can change from one level to another by using one simple thing that not many people think about. This is something that was discussed quite briefly in my previous Tinder video where I interviewed a previous employee of Tinder. It is the fact that rejecting Tinder matches gets you more matches. And the reason this happens is because the system wants to reward you. And don't forget, the system is designed in a specific way. So if you accept every single match you're getting, Tinder will recognize that, well, you want those matches. And your standards are simply that you're accepting everything that's given to you. That is a pretty low standard. If you are being more picky with the matches, as in someone already liked you, the ball's in your court to decide if you match with that person or not. If you're saying no to some of those, you're doing a lot better than those who are just saying yes to everything. At the same time, think about how a female's Tinder experience is and how picky a woman is when she swipes on Tinder. She is definitely not swiping right on every single profile. And if she is, she's a bot and not even a human. So it's not even she. So aside from just swiping right all the time, just like Quagmire does, you should be very selective And if you're not selective, you will end up in Purgatory or as a bottom feeder in the bottom of the Tinder pile. And this doesn't mean you won't be shown. It just means you're far down the bottom where all the other guys are. You won't be near the front. You won't be at the front. And therefore you will get less potential matches. Now here's what happens when you get someone who likes you. When someone likes your profile, it is your choice whether you like that profile or not like it. So you can either swipe right or swipe left and reject it. So if you end up swiping left on a lot of potential matches, then you will climb up slightly in the pile. And this is why a lot of female profiles have a lot of success and get lots of matches or lots of attention. It's because they're rejecting a lot of potential matches, because guys tend to swipe right far more than girls do. And that is what makes these stats very extreme, especially when you compare male to female and how many matches each one can have. The key points are selectivity. Males are less selective than females on Tinder. Another key point is sacrifice. A lot of males are more likely to accept any match they can find. Whereas a female, once she gets those potential matches, first of all, she's already popular because she's female, because of the swiping habits of men, but also the fact that she's rejecting so many potential matches brings her even more attention. So let's say you had 10 potential matches from female profiles as a man. If you accepted all 10, you would get those 10 matches, but you won't really get much more. If, however, you choose to accept 5 and reject 5, then you would end up doing better than the guy who accepts all 10. Because the algorithm will show that you're not just accepting every match. However, on the other hand, if you have 10 potential matches, you reject 9 of them, and you accept a 1, then you will do a lot better, and this will help you climb up. And of course, this is kind of a sacrifice, but you will end up getting more potential matches. So there's something for you to try if you want to find more stuff like this. Check out the original video where I interviewed a Tinder employee. If you want to know about messaging your matches and messaging elsewhere, buy the book, The Message Game, where you can learn all this kind of stuff about Tinder, Instagram, Snapchat, WhatsApp, SMS, and so much more. Links in the description.
I so appreciated your last communication.
No, stop. God, stop. Just send her an eggplant and the erupting volcano.
Oh my God, I just got 4 more matches. And a text. She says come over right now. Peter, hand me that KY jelly.